Okay, we have another historical trade here. This one also on Striker. It's on the 14th of January 2022, the first 233-minute candle. Let's go ahead and unlock and then relock these all charts. So the earnings catalyst earnings were coming up on the 27th. So in 2 weeks from this date, just under, so it's within the earnings catalyst window. If I were to go to let's check the charts on this one. Um, that's pretty darn close to straight line information down on the Dow. I don't even think that I noted that one. I think I probably went to the Russell. And so I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, this isn't quite, there is downward movement for sure, but it's not straight line information. Let's go back to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So, basically, and then if you were to look at the daily, not quite, but okay, we'll go back to Striker now, and we'll review this trade. So from the 233 minute, we have crossing right here, 1, 2, 3, looks like 404. If I were to go back to the weekly, I found this one to be a little bit more challenging to call red. There's a potential magnetic pull from these ones. So this one was tough call after rising 55, not far below, only 5 points lower. So I don't know that I would have entered this trade in real life, but anyway, for the 3 day, we have the Christmas cross, we have the stock RSI. That's 2. We have the Christmas cross here, and I mean, you could almost call the stock RSI right here. I don't think that would be necessarily wrong. And then the directional movement. So so you have several pieces. As far as a strike price, I said the 260 call, so basically the next one, just like right here. With the I think these might even be 10-minute or $10 strikes. So increments. So 260 is certainly the next option. If I were to do yeah, so 262. If I were to do a predictive paragraph here, I would say it'll make it to this 34-minute and pause. You could even just say it would hold on this 55 uh, in the 3-minute, 3 candle period, but I would say go down to the 34 and hold, or that's the 89. This 34 could actually be impacting, or could probably play also, and even this is the weekly, so you only do these 3 charts. You could also call this purple line. No, the purple line is a little bit lower. Purple line, you could say bottom Bollinger Band, you may have to get out there, and the 233. So that's some pretty good support. um, yeah, and that's really kind of like, yeah, like right here, it really felt like the lower limit, likely that 255. I'm looking at the 3 day. And actually that takes you all the way down to this 37 or the 610 right here on the 233. So not expecting this to go very long, really. What I wrote down in my note was I didn't think it was a trade. It moved lower steadily. We'll go ahead and do a vertical line right here, and then let's just watch and see what happens. This didn't move down steadily, so okay, here we go. Boom. So that was a move up almost 2%, a percent and a half, I guess. That was a pretty big move up on the first candle. So I guess I had a purple line already there. So that's the 7-minute, 7-hour rule. So as far as exit criteria, or deterioration of entrance? Not really. So we'd stay into this, go one more, boom, boom, right there. So as far as exit criteria, we have the 34, and we have that under, so that's 2. Stock RSI under 20, that's 2. I think we don't really have continuation there, and we're cocked, so that's 3. We have 4 with these moving average lines. 4, you could even say 5 on that 13 and the purple line. So, but we stayed. Let's see what happens next. Okay, move lower. Now we have the auto wave line is another exit criteria. I think we still count this in the previous candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have continuation again. 5, 6. Continuation. Maybe 7. So let's see. Yeah, so that was a bump back up, rising back up $5. So as far as exit criteria, these wouldn't be crossing yet, but we have support lines here. 1, 2 with the auto wave line, 3, 4, 5, lost continuation, 6, 7. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens next. I think, I would have been exiting this trade, maybe even here, especially being in the money, but I think probably would have reasoned that, hey, in the money can handle some sideways. Move up, go back down here. Um, Bottom Bollinger Band, down auto wave line, 2, 3, maybe 4, not quite sure. 4, 5, for continuation here and here. I think I would probably, continue on here. Down auto wave line, bottom Bollinger Band, this 610, that's 3, 4, still have continuation, 5, 6, continuation, 6. This would have been a reasonable exit, but continued on. Basically the same exit criteria, bottom Bollinger Band, 610, down auto wave line, that's 3, 4, I guess we're cocked here, 5, continuation, 6, 7, continuation. I think that I didn't write down what I wrote. My thought process was here that there could be some movement. I think this would be a very good exit, but I didn't exit here. I think this must be where I exit, which is interesting. Had you decided that I'm going to exit, this is the end of the day on the 21st on the Friday. Next morning, decide, okay, we're just going to go ahead and exit here. And then it opens right here at 246. Actually, yeah, I guess it opened at 250. Yeah, that's how candles work. Hello. um yeah, and if I pull down the 34-minute, this is the open, so it would open here and then drop pretty quickly. So somewhere on this candle there would have been an exit. And so in any case, so that's what happened with that trade. And I guess I'm leery of learning bad lessons here. If I were to jump back, um, these indicators are pretty low. Even this MACD is quite low. This has been coming down. These indicators were higher and they were turning. And the move was kind of, that would have made some money right there. That would have been fine. The 260 calls or 260 puts. And that would have been kind of like, oh, just lost. And then that next candle just boomed, just dropped well, and then it just continued moving lower. So what to learn here? I think that would have been the good place to decide to exit right here. This would have been fine too, but this would have been good. And then exit on this. You're actually exiting the trade on this candle, so you're going to be in here anywhere in that line. So what I wrote for what did I learn? I said I try to make um, my calls of the weekly candle independent of the other time frames. Um, I think that is correct. I could be wrong, but and doing so can prevent some mushy trades, but also prevents we could prevent entering some successful trades like this one. So this is one.